Adrian. Thank you for waiting, everybody. Do some introductions first of all. I am Mackenzie. For those of you who don't know, I do hacker success work at Immunefi, which just means help ensure that you have an easier time bug hunting, you have a better time bug hunting, you get paid for your good work. Adrian, would you introduce yourself and then Berg?
Yes. Hi. My name is Adrian. I'm the head of the triage team. For those who don't know, I'm the one running the show on the backend. My team is the one accepting and closing all the bug reports, and also my team is helping out inside Immunefi, building better experiences for you guys, and also for the projects. And also projects like the one that Berg actually runs, and will give an introduction about himself. Berg?
Hey everyone, this is Berg. I'm the evangelist of DeGate's, responsible for the technology partnership. Looks like audit, looks like a third-party team help us to the hunting. So I'm here to introduce our Boosted Bug Bounty today to everybody. To you.
Thank you. And just for some details about the Boosted Bug Bounty, for everybody to know, we got 400,000 USD in total rewards, and that is split is just 50K is just the baseline that's going to go out, irregardless, of severity of bugs found. There is then a 50K pool for high severity bugs that are found on this new code, and 300K for criticals. And unlike regular bug bounties, duplicates do get rewarded as well. We have a lion's share split, so the first person to find the highest severity is going to get the 80%, and then 20% will be split among all those duplicates. So when you submit a bug report, don't go sharing it wildly. Other than that being against the rules, you'll also get less money for it. Other details, we got Berg presenting here, but he's also going to be active in the DeGate Boost Discord channel on Immunefi. It's at the top of the main scene section. And throughout the next 2 weeks, while it's ongoing, you can ask him any questions, technical, bug-related, do private ones if you want to keep your technical edge going for you. Do public ones if you're an angel. And I'll also be available, and other members of Immunefi to answer questions that you guys have about anything at all, really, regarding the event. And that is the big of it. At the end of the event, we're going to have some leaderboard posted with specific results from this, and that is going to include, bug reports that are submitted to this event, especially notable ones. And all right, let's dive right into it. Technical presentation. Enough of the preamble. Berg, would you share your screen and walk us through the code, starting at a high level?
Yeah, before I share the code specifically, I want to do some introduction of DeGate and some clarify. First, DeGate is an old book DEX on Ethereum built in zero-knowledge technology, and DeGate provides a possibility to trade the spot market with limit order on DEX. Our protocol was initially designed without admin key. It means cannot upgrade, but through Immunefi bug bounty program in past 6 months, we found some trustless issue. Although it's non-critical, but we still hope to improve these parts, and we forecast this similar issue will continuously happen in our code. So we want to use this opportunity to make our protocol can be upgradable. That's why we involve this code and start the Boost Bug Bounty in this event. First, I want to clarify that through this event, we aim to engage the community in helping DeGate enhance our security, especially the security code that are still in the test phase and unstable. Looks like we just launched the upgradability we wanted to try first in boost bug bounty, not involve into our normal bug bounty. But additionally, apart from the scope of particular assets in scope, DeGate also continuously run a normal bug bounty program. If you discover a vulnerability that also exists without applying the latest new commit code, then we will access the reward based on the term of the normal bug bounty. Of course, the rewards in normal bug bounty are higher and cover a broader range against the boost bug bounty. So every finding in potential code or the whole picture of the DeGate code is welcome to report. You can report the specific upgradability in the boost program, and you can also report other specific scope in the normal bug bounty. So that's it. Now let me share my screen and guide everyone through the code and the scope documentation of our boost bug bounty and help highlight some key points. Let me share the screen. Can you see my screen?
No.
No. Let's see. Why?
Let me try again.
The wonders of live demo. Let us all pray to the demo gods for the screen sharing feature to work.
Right.
It looks like I cannot share.
Oh man. All right. Let's see. Why can you not share your screen? Can you try sharing your screen now?
Okay, perfect.
Splendid.
Okay, first of all, I think everybody already can figure out the boost bug bounty Immunefi website, and it's the overall documentation for our bug bounty. But the most important thing I want to share you is the documentation of our current upgrade is the GitHub link. So this documentation describes the background description of these solutions and any other audit and parameters. So if you want to go deeper in
one
this
minute, Berg, I'm actually not able. It says your screen's still loading. Is it showing that for you as well, Adrian?
I can see it quite clear.
Oh, maybe it's just me again. If anyone in the chat can't see his screen, it's okay. So for Merkle Bonsai, for Shogoki, it's still loading there.
Yeah, it works for me.
Berg, would you do the classic turn it off and turn it back on? So just unshare your screen and then try and share it again.
I'll try again. Can you see the doc?
I can see it, but Mackenzie, can you see it?
I still cannot see it.
Okay, Berg, can you stop screen sharing for a moment and screen share later on again? Maybe that will work. Okay. And screen share it once again. Okay, it loaded for me. Are you guys on Discord app or Discord web?
I am on Discord, the app on the Mac.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, for me too. It still says it is loading. All right. Well, thinking of a compromise here to make this still work.
I mean, it works for some people, and it's still being recorded. So I would just say that maybe we should just go and continue this. And also, Berg, if you could share the link to this Discord, sorry, not Discord, but GitHub file that we were just showing to the people.
Yep.
Yeah, so they can just follow along as you speak.
Yeah, I just send out in the channel.
Okay, awesome.
Very nice.
Yep. So that's the image about the whole structure of these solutions, and we can also refer another documentation. I will also copy paste to the channel. This documentation is a whole picture of DeGate protocol. Although we only 3 code base and 5 deployment from these deploying addresses, but whole picture, if you know the whole picture, it's much more easier for you to figure out what is DeGate, how DeGate works. And if you also can find another vulnerability, it's in normal bug bounty, it's helpful. And first, we can go to the one of our time log contract. I will go to the.
Berg, I have a question. Those addresses that you showed, all addresses in scope for the boosted, or those are all addresses of the DeGate?
Yeah, all the addresses for DeGate, and only some of them is in scope of the boost bug bounty. There's assets in scope already listed in the documentation. It's a boost bug bounty BBP.
Okay, thank you. Please continue. Sorry for the interruption.
And we can very easily to using the scan to see how this time log and Proxy and Multisig manage each other. So I think it's easy using the image as a structure map to understand our upgradability in this timing. So I think that's all I want to share. And if you have any further question, I'm happy to answer. And regarding the questions, since today someone already private message to me, and a lot of questions, and I already we met not able to respond very responsive, but we will try our best to reply as soon as possible. And for very technical detailed question about the technology, I will forward to my mates who are developer on this smart contract to follow up, whose time zone will be a bit late from mine. He will be online in 6 hours, and most of the time 24 hour cross 7. Some guys from DeGate will be online to follow up anybody's questions. That's it. I think we can go into the Q&A.
If you could explain how this code in the boosted DeGate bug bounty actually works with the current DeGate and what's the difference and why it was exactly created, I think this would give like a nice overview of the system.
Okay, I see there's a question is why we didn't use the latest version, which Gnosis Multisig. That's because the Multisig smart contract is existing, used in the DeGate protocol and in other use case. So we just using it, and because the contract is already audited by third-party teams, and we want to keep the security, and we still using the legacy versions. Yeah. I will. The question is from Savvy and actually, I will invite developers into this Discord channels in this afternoon, and you can directly share the content and communication with them directly. Need to through me. I will introduce them when I invite them.
Thank you, Berg. Could you return to? Oh, we got a follow-up question right away from Merkel Bonsai about the Multisig Wallet with daily limit contract.
Yes. I already received this question from the Merkel private message. In my first site, this is not used code, but I need to confirm with the development team, and I will feedback you in several hours later.
All right. So expect a response to that, Merkel Bonsai, in the Discord channel once we've confirmed with some of DeGate's team members. And Berg, would you go back to a question Adrian brought up a bit ago about how does this new code interact and interoperate with the protocol as a whole?
Yeah. Actually, we are using proxy and the implementation structure to using the delegated code to action with our whole protocol. First of all, the proxy is managed by a time log contract, which means if we want to upgrade the implementation code using a new logic, we need time log need to propose a new code upcoming implementation code, and waiting for the 5 delay days to make it effect, and the logic will be we replace a new implementation into the proxy smart contract. So that's the whole chair for the upgradability solutions.
Okay, thank you. And follow-up questions to this. Can you explain us how the current, the new upgradability system works? What are the requirements there? And what power does DeGate have in upgradability in this new system?
Yes, in this new system, if we propose to upgrade a new code, DeGate will using the Multisig to type a proposal to change the implementation of the DeGate deposit proxy or exchange proxy, And because the smart contract mechanism only we waiting for 45 days, it can be effect. And after 45 days, we need initial another multisig proposal again to code the time lock contract to execute the previous stored upgrade implementation transaction using multisig contract to complete the upgrade. So there's two. Actually have three steps. The first is the initial multisig proposal to store the upgrade implementation into the time lock contract. Then we need to waiting for 45 days to meet the configuration of delay parameter in the time contract. Then another multisig code needed to be initial to code the time lock contract to make this effect. So there's some situation like this. We propose a new implementation, and we just start another boost bug bounty in Immunefi, things like that. And we ask the people help us to audit the upcoming code. At that moment, if some high-risk vulnerability found, we have the power to stop the upgradability. We can revolt the code using another implementation replaced to start another 45 days. So it will be the overall upgrade logic for the DeGate upgradability.
Okay, thank you. And I think we have another question from Merkle Bonsai. Abstract question. Why shutdown mode is not triggering withdrawal mode? Is it intended? I do not think this is within bug bounty anyway. Shutdown mode is exception, but I see some quite odd possible states there. Can you answer this, Berg?
Should be. Why should the mode is not trigger withdraw mode? Okay. Because DeGate is zero knowledge, and we continuously to submit the ZK proof from layer 2 balance to layer 1, and in layer 1 there will be a mercury to record the user's balance. So if we trigger to enable the shutdown mode, it means DeGate can help user withdraw their money, coding the mercury to their layer 1. It will the shutdown mode. It is used to protect the protocol. If we found a very critical vulnerability can sieve over the funds, so the DeGate can immediately go into the shutdown mode and return users funds in this way. I'm not sure I answered this question.
In case not, Markle, you jump back in with follow-up. Oh, Adrian, I see you got a question. Why don't you say that out?
Yeah, so I was just wondering, is there a way for DeGate to shorten or circumvent a 45 days waiting period for an upgrade in case there is like a critical issue that needs to be patched right away? Or do you always need to wait for 45 days?
I think by design, there's no way to shorten the 45 days for an upgrade purpose.
Okay, so let's assume just theoretical scenario that there may be a critical vulnerability that needs to be patched through one of such upgrades. And in this case, you would need to always wait for 45 days. DeGate doesn't have any power to actually release like security patches way quicker than that.
Yeah, I want to explain more about this part and the relationship with the Exodus mode. For the Exodus mode, it means we receive a force withdrawal on chain. Just as the user initial a force withdrawal call from our smart contract, it means DGate operator already do malicious stop handle users deposit in our smart contract. So user can choose to force withdraw code directly in the layer 1 smart contract. And there's a mechanism if this withdrawal haven't been processed in 15 days, user can initiate another call to enable the Exodus mode. The Exodus mode is non-revocable. It means the protocol is gone, and every user can continuous using permit Mercury into smart contract to withdraw their money back from the smart contract. Because we have the 15 days here, so that's why we put our upgrade delay is 45 days. It means the user still have 30 days exist window to withdraw their money if some vulnerability, some compromise, some malicious action from the DGate operator happen. Yes, that's the backend story.
Okay, thank you. We have yet another question from Marco Bonsai. Okay, let me read that Marco Bonsai question out loud. I was basically curious about shutdown mode and withdrawal mode basically have separate timelines, and it just feels this should be connected together. E.g. force enable withdrawal mode in specifically 15 days or instantly or whatever. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I just noticed by reading your comment fully. That wasn't a question. Sorry, Berg.
A good comment nonetheless, Merkel Bonds.
It's 10:30 p.m. for me. Please forgive me.
I do have a question though that was brought up a few different times by a few different people, Berg, and that is just to clarify if DGate and how DGate is interested in bugs due to malicious owners.
Yes. For DGate will welcome the bug need the malicious owners and in current scope, we want to in minor of protocol is fully trustlessness. So if you find any potential risk in our whole protocol, even it's a EOA or it's a multisig, it's a smart contract, everything might be malicious, and it will be in scope if there's a significant impact the protocol. We already have some very clear scope in normal bug bounty. For the critical one is that you must directly see over the money from the protocol. It means it can be executable POC without the malicious of the DGate operator. But if you can prove this problem, if the DGate operator do some evil, you can prove it is workable in concept. It will be labeled a high level severity bug. It will be also rewarded. It is what we already found in past 6 months from the bug bounty in Immunefi. The 2 white hat already get was from us because they found the DeGate operator can do some potential malicious action that uses assets to freeze their assets. So it will be in scope, both in the bug bounty and the normal bug bounty. There's also very clear rules in the
It's always nice to see a Web3 project that is actually going as trustless as possible. And with that, we've gone through all the questions and gone through the high level of the code. And we will wrap it up. If you guys got more questions, Berg and his team will be available in the DeGate Boost Discord channel. And so we'll always be available for that. You can also message us privately, so your bug finding questions don't give everyone else a leaked edge. And we are looking forward to everything that gets found. It's going to be good, especially I'm looking forward to the write-up at the very end of it. Compare and contrast, see what was caught and what you missed, maybe what you submitted as a low but turned out to be a critical. Always a bit heartbreaking, but it'll still get rewarded here. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, Berg, would you like to say any final words before we end the call?
Thank you for all your guys. Thank you for the efforts. Thank you for improve our security, improve our trustlessness. Especially thank you for the Mackenzie and Andrew to organize this call. Thank you all, guys.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you. Goodbye.